Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got something really interesting to share with you guys. This was loaned to me by my local buddy Taryn. He actually introduced me. Well, I had heard of this company before. This company is Half Face Blades. I'd never handled anything. I assumed that they only made fixed blades. He said, no. They got a couple of different folders. I got one. You want to look at it? He said, it's a button lock. I said, oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure. Bring it over the next time you come over. So we did. I've already been inside this box. This little envelope here is just covering up his private information. But it was interesting. I wanted to share this with you guys in the form of a first impressions video. This is not a review. There's a couple of things here I want to talk about. If I can link it, I will link it right down in the description. Thanks so much to Taryn for letting me take a look at this. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. So, like I said, this is not my actual first moment handling it. I've actually had a chance to look this over here. I'm going to get the warranty information. So, Half Face Blades is a company that runs out of, I believe it is California. Sorry, I went to look at the box again to see where it came from, and I realized I had covered everything up. Yeah, California. So this is a button lock, and what we've got here is S45VN. Taryn's been using this. S45VN and titanium, but to my surprise, what's this? It's a freaking integral. What? So, I'm going to oil this up, carry it. Honestly, the action's pretty good. This is my first time handling anything from Half Face Blades. The detent's a little bit on the lighter side, but not terrible. You can see here I can definitely still fire it. The lockout is completely and totally solid. This coating seems to be holding up pretty well. A little bit of a smile back here, but that's okay. Not that big of a deal. Pretty darn good machining on the titanium. Really good, right? Fall shut action. Seriously, the lockup is solid, right? Now, these come in, I think, at $595 or something like that. I found it on a retailer. Listen, there's always people going, oh my gosh, $600 for a pocket knife. If you know what you're looking at here, right, then you'll understand why $595 raises an eyebrow, right? If you're not familiar with this, I'm not trying to be a big pompous jerk, but sit down for a second. The reason that there are folks raising their eyebrows at that is because I think Half Face Blades makes their knives in the USA. In 2023, an S45VN titanium integral being made in the United States with a final price tag of $595, believe it or not, new people, is pretty freaking low. If this is actually made in the USA, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm just flat out not familiar with Half Face Blades. I tried to do a little bit of research, right? Perhaps digging into it a little bit more, will yield more information. It's part of the reason why I want to share this with you guys, because it's fun to kind of, discover and explore together. But if this is actually made in the United States, right, the fact that it is a titanium integral in S45VN would make it a freaking ridiculous deal, right? I know that's going to be hard to choke down for some people, but that is the case, right? We have sandwich and pillar construction knives going for $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 here in the USA right now. USA manufacturing, when it is real, is ridiculously expensive, right? I think that there are a lot of people, right? It's the people who are like, I can get M390 in titanium off Amazon for $100. Yeah, you sure can. It's manufactured in China, where labor costs are unbelievably, comically inexpensive, right? Doing this type of thing in the United States is very, very expensive, which is why we don't see it very much. If this is actually made in the USA, then what Half Face Blades is doing here is really commendable. The thing is, I gotta be really careful about this. So this is no slight against half-face blades. I'm not trying to, make people be suspicious of anything, but we got to be careful. We've seen many situations where people say, it's made in the USA, and you find out it's not entirely true or it's not true at all, right? And I think I would just like to learn more about the company before I actually review this thing. A lot of times, we have companies who do their fixed blades all in-house, and then they got some outsourcing when it comes to the knife, and that's okay, but the question is, how much is outsourced? Is a little bit or a lot? And where is it outsourced to, right? Because these are all elements that we use to calculate the final price tag. The overall fit and finish looks good, and there are a lot of indicators here that suggest that at least some of, if not a lot of the knife is made in the USA, right? Talking with people like Transparent Knives, learning about what type of machines and how expensive they are, right? What type of machines create contouring and detailed texturing on titanium. Sometimes, when we see that, right, there are indicators, sometimes, individual pieces of hardware, right? There are little indicators. To me, there are a lot of things here that suggest this thing really is made in the USA, but being somebody who is a YouTube knife reviewer and not somebody who travels the country inspecting every single knife maker's personal shops, I'm not even somebody who makes knives or sells them. I don't forge steel or anything like that. My perspective is understandably limited, right? So, I actually am gonna try to reach out to Half Face Blades and talk to them. It would be cool to see pictures of their shop. I would like to learn some more about this knife because I'm honestly pretty enthusiastic about it. I'm always happy to see when we have something new that is made very, very well with premium modern materials in the USA. When it actually ends up being the real deal, I'm always absolutely all for it. And I'm more than happy to showcase these things and share them with everybody. But the last thing I want is to give people the wrong information. So this video is hey, this exists. If you would like to do your own research and then come back and report to me, that would actually be greatly appreciated. I've said many times that my channel sometimes acts as a hive mind, and that is a massive benefit. Or if you know, right? If you know more than me already, perhaps you live in the area and you've talked to these guys and you have actually, toured their facility or whatever, I would like to hear about that too. The point of this video is to let people know that this exists and that I'm considering carrying and using and doing a full review on it, but I just kind of need some more information. Taryn seems to be enjoying it and says the edge retention's holding up. I would venture to guess that it really is S45VN. There are a lot of indicators just in terms of tolerances and quality of machine work that would say, yeah, this is, the materials are the real deal for sure. You're not going to go that far out of your way to machine at these tolerances, especially considering it's milled from a single block of titanium. That is expensive to do, right? So for new or semi-new people, it's not just about S45VN and titanium, right? Those are the base materials. The heavy elements here that are affecting the price tag are, one, it is an integral. And no matter how you feel about that, milling a single block of titanium to create the entire frame is both expensive and risky. More expensive than milling two individual pieces of titanium and then screw them together via standoffs or a backspacer. And then the main element here affecting the price tag is if it is manufactured in the United States. If this is all, well, obviously it is an integral, period. But if it's true, then $600 for this, wow. That's pretty cool, right? So, I'm going to do a little bit of research, and we'll get the review on this guy and give you guys my final thoughts. I'm going to measure it here real quick for you guys. I am a fan of the overall size of this. We're coming in at 8. It's about 8, just shy of 8 1/4, maybe right on the dot, 8 1/4, and then we've got about a 3.6 inch blade with a nearly 3 1/4 inch cutting edge and a nice little choke up position where they've carved this back to make that flipper ramp ergonomic, which is something that I like. Not much of a guard to stop you from running up on the blade, but because this is sort of shaped like a cozy trigger, you are pretty confidently locked in the choked up position, or your standard hammer grip position is also very comfortable. They've topped this design off with a milled titanium pocket clip and even some texturing on the titanium. Also really like the colors. I like the texturing they've done on the back here. The overall design of the knife and the fit and finish tolerances, this is all very, very good. So I would very much love to find out that this is the real deal. I would like nothing more than that. I want to be very clear. I think this is very, very cool, and I'm excited to learn more about it. I think that's going to be pretty much it today. This is the warranty stuff. I'll let you guys try and get a clear shot of it. If you can't see it or it's blurry, you need to turn the definition up, the quality on your end. People are always like, your quality is so bad, it's 360. Well, yeah, it goes up to 4K if you turn it up on your end, right? It's not my fault if you're still in the Taco Bell Wi-Fi and it's only coming in at 360p or whatever, right? So turn the quality up, then you can read it, right? And then this is the other piece of paper that it came with. I don't know if Taran bought this brand new or if he stopped trying to focus on the stuff behind. Jeez. If he bought this from a retailer, but here is this deal right here. Okay. That's going to be pretty much it for the first impressions video. Stay tuned for the full comprehensive review. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.